Alright guys, Eddie from Wilderness Twins. I just hiked into the, wasn't far, it was about less than a mile, half a mile if that, into the woods. Starting my overnight challenge. It's just after 12 o'clock in the afternoon. It's about 12:05, something like that, the afternoon, on the 28th of December. I'm going to I've just taken a snapshot of what the temperature is on my phone, and I'll add it to just this bit because I'm recording this on my phone, so I can't actually show you. So I'll take, every now and then I'll take snapshots of what the temperature is. It's -5 just now, so it means it's going to get really cold tonight. It's supposed to get down to ground temperature. It says on the little AccuWeather report there for Thorndale, which I'm just outside of London, Thorndale, Ontario. It says it's actually feeling like -13 because of the wind, and it actually does. It's actually really bloody cold today, and it's feeling damp, which doesn't help. So I've come into an area that's got a lot of spruce. I'm hoping that that's actually going to make a blanket to stop the wind. It's not actually too bad in here. Doesn't feel too bad. Found an area. So I've got a bit of a slope down, not that much, but it's the flattest part that I've got. This is all a hill from up there, whoop, all the way down to the river down there. Just going to go and there's a lot of river grass down there. So instead of collecting leaves, I'm going to collect grass. Hopefully that'll be dry, so it's not going to have the cold, even when I've got it full through the bag. I'm hoping that it's not going to have the cold effect, so I'm hoping it's going to stay dry. But this is obviously part 2 of the 10-pound challenge that Chris Tanner set for lots of guys. So this is day 2, so I'm going to set up my tarp. It's not exactly my tarp, it's a drop cloth, not a very thick one. So if we do get a storm coming here tonight, if these trees don't stop the wind, I'm probably going to be shit out of luck because it's going to rip, and I don't think it will last long at all. But hey, c'est la vie, that's part and parcel of being out here. I do have 2 heat sheets, so at the end of it, or if needs be, I can empty the grass out of the bag that I'm going to lay on, sit on it in a big pile, hopefully it won't get too wet, and actually cut a hole in the bag, drip the bag right across the top of me with my SOL survival bag. So if I can get the survival bag and then the polythene bag over the top of me, I can, if need be, sit against the tree and hopefully keep out of the wind. Or there's actually a really big tree over there. If I'm going to do that, there's a big tree over there that I'd get a ton of shelter from that, and that would be how I'm going to stay out. Hi guys. Oh, well, it is cold. You've already seen me just start picking up my place to get the my campsite, which is about 100 yards sort of that way. But I thought I'd come down, instead of going and try and taking a 200-yard walk that way to get leaves. I thought I'd just come down to the river, which it's not as bad as I thought. It's last time I was down here and the water was low, I couldn't get out to get any water. It was just mud. There was just absolutely no way. But I could, if I really needed to, still get water here, even though, just get my hands and knees, get out, get my metal canister filled up, fill up the my sea line bag full of water if I needed it. I've got 2 liters of clean water. That's all I need for tonight. So knowledge is always your best because of the area. This is why I've come down here, because I knew that there was, if you like, I got my bag, I just started. I'm going to be collecting all this grass. I'm going to be filling up my bag for my bed. Pointless pulling up wet leaves when I've got dry grass, and and there's tons. Let me just, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get you around there, but there's absolutely tons of right down that bank. So tip that back. So there's absolutely tons of grass. I'm going to be able to fill this right up, so it should be able to, and I will pack it down while I'm getting it. So it's a start for my bed. Okay, talk to you in a bit. Alright guys, as you can see, it's up. It's not a very good shelter. The quality of the tarp, the ground, the sheet is crap. It's really, really thin. I've tried to tape it down at the corners as best I can, but it's not a good shelter at all. But that's what I've got, so that's what I've got to deal with. So that end unfortunately has to be open. I haven't been able to secure it. I might be able to go. I've got duct tape with me. Again, that was in my pouch for my EDC that I completely forgot about. So I might be able to just seal that end a little and then just get the fire down the front. I've got the start. I'm going to have a long fire. It'll take a while for that to burn, to get to that size. You get it, start growing it in bits. And then we'll see how it goes for the night. But that's how I'm going to be. And I'll get you started again after it starts to get dark. I'm going to go to sleep, because it's pointless not having anything. So I've got all my food and whatever over there, ready to get heated up in my hot water bottle. See if that works. Talk to you in a few hours. Bye for now. Alright guys, it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just start to show you inside the shelter. Let me get this back in. It's actually really quite warm in here. I don't mind the temperature as long as I've got no wind on top of me. And at the moment, it's not strong enough to shred the polythene. So I'm okay. I'm actually reasonably warm. I've put the heat sheet on top of the bag of grass. It's actually really comfortable. There's a lot of grass here, so it's actually very comfortable. But the heat sheet is obviously stopping hopefully reducing, not stopping, but reducing a lot of the conduction that's going through onto the wet grass, or should be dry grass, or through the soil once I eventually do flatten it down, because my size, I'm going to flatten it down. But it's actually comfortable. I'm going to use my ceiling bag as a pillow throughout the night. So I'm looking forward. Most definitely I might be not looking forward to this, but I'm looking forward to this. So I'll talk to you in a wee bit, guys. I've got a little fire outside. Just heating some of the water up just now. I need to hydrate. I'm feeling that I've got a bit of a headache coming on, so I've been cutting a ton of firewood for a long fire tonight. So I need to hydrate. So I need to get that done. So I'll talk to you in a couple of hours, probably by the time it's getting dark. Okay? Talk to you later, guys. Bye. Alright guys, well, the freezing rain has started. It's running off. And it's all of a sudden gotten really cold. So what I'm going to do is, that's my firewood for the night. Nice 4-foot logs. Got one here for the. That's what I've been using just to get things started. Sitting around while I'm just shooting the breeze with myself, just laying down against those logs. But that's been what I've been starting with, so I'm going to just get this fire on the go now, and then I can start to really get going. Hopefully over the next hour, then I can start. I'm going to move that pile right close to the end of the shelter. So all I've got to do is basically reach out and then move it over, because the pegs that I've got at the top there I'll just pull out at night time. So that's the start. As I said, it's here comes the snow. Well, it's not snow, it's freezing rain. Anyway, see you in a little while. So everything's moved over to the end of the shelter, so I can hopefully just open that up, and then of course I'm going to keep warm for the night. I'll take a quick, as the sun is going down, I'll take a quick temperature reading. I'll add that to the end of this. And the wind is starting to get up. You can hear it come through the trees. Ooh, here it comes. Well, that doesn't blow like that again, because it looked like that almost sucked the fire towards the shelter. That polythene won't stand that. Interesting. Right, you can just see just this log here. It's actually a branch, not this one here, but there's a branch just over there that I've put to the outside to stop the log rolling, because that's one thing, I don't want any of these to actually roll over. So I'm hoping that that would actually stay in place. With this wind on the go, this is really taking off. I don't want it to be this big. I shouldn't have put so much wood to start. But once that's down to coals, it'll be just one log at a time, just to tide this over and keep it warm. I do not need this to burn like this all night, although it's all hardwood that I've got, so we'll see. Okay, bye. Hey guys, ooh, Eddie again. Let me sit up, breathe. Obviously I took a headlamp that wasn't within my £10 kit, but that was obviously to have illumination in here so I could document. So as you can tell, I'll actually move this a little over a little. Got my heat sheet up with a Prussic knot, so we'll get that tightened up a bit. As you can hear outside, it's absolutely teeming down, and we have snow. Now it's supposed to be, which is okay by me, because it's supposed to be what do you call it? Freezing rain. But at least with the snow, that's okay. I'm good with snow. And with this long fire and this setup, I'm absolutely roasted toasty at the moment. I've just been out, I've just gotten into the shelter, so I'm going to get rid of the waterproof. But at the moment I can feel the heat, which is about 3 feet, 4 feet away from my shelter. But it's coming through. I've never used a super shelter before. And even though I've got a gaping hole at the top of it, just because I couldn't get the tarp down around that area, because it was too short, it's worked out okay. So if it stays as warm as this, we'll say the wood at the top is going to run out at one point, but one log at a time, I'm going to be okay. So I know it's early, it's only like 6 o'clock at night, so it's an early start, but I've been up, I've only had about 3 hours sleep since yesterday. Just a bad night's sleep before I came out here. So I'm going to hopefully go to sleep for a bit. I'm going to go to sleep as is, without the bag. That wood is on the go, so hopefully I'll get just a quick nap, you know, an hour, and then wake up, put another log on, and maybe look at getting into the nighttime stuff. You know, cold, my toe warmers, you know, at my toes, the brachial and the femoral. and then get into the warm bag and see what it goes. Okay, talk to you later. Bye. Alright guys, it's about 20 past 8 in the evening. This is ridiculous. It's turned the weather... Oops, turn my selfie stick just all over. It's turned really nasty. The snow has turned to freezing rain. I can just turn it around. This is all sticking on there. Freezing rain, awesome. So, but unfortunately, my 4-foot fire is now about 8 inches. No matter how much I got out there to stoke it up, move the fire, try and get it going. It's just getting covered and soaked in rain, and the energy is getting sapped out of it. I don't honestly think that I would be able to stay out here. The temperature is not that cold ground temperature wise, but with the wind and the rain, weather report is putting it down to, but I think it was minus 16 or minus 17 Celsius. So that's nearly freezing Fahrenheit, I believe. And for a quick £10 shelter, you know, a piece of plastic basically. If it wasn't raining, this would be nice. I really like this super shelter. I'm gonna try and keep that fire on the go just a little bit longer. But I honestly think I'm gonna be tapping out, and I hate to be able to say that. But this weather, I thought it was going to be cold this weekend. You know, below zero, I thought it was going to be perfect. Freezing rain, it's not so perfect. Fire's going to go out. Even if I'm going to get wrapped up in a jacket, it's not going to do the business that I think it's going to do. Oh well, I'll let you know for sure if I do tap out. Take care, guys. Bye for now. Hey guys, right, back at Gordon's place. We've been here for about an hour or so. Got a cup of tea to warm up. I've got coming to his basement, so I can't even drive home tonight. The roads are just a sheet of ice. My car is covered, and it's just ridiculous. This is the same. It's on all the national weather stations and news and stuff like that. That this is the same storm system that has just wreaked havoc in the US. So you guys down in the States know the horrendous potential of this storm, and it's just hit us in Canada, southern Ontario. So it's just crossed our borders, and it's nasty, nasty, nasty. So normally, yeah, I would like to stay out there, and I really am disappointed that didn't quite make it. But the shelter was getting wrecked with the weight of the ice at the back of my shelter, where the heat sheet was. It was getting wrecked. The fire, even though I kept stoking it, I don't know if wood gets cold, whatever. I've never had a problem with fire ever, even like minus 30. But I could not keep that fire lit. Kept putting on fresh wood. It would just smolder and not ignite. So, yeah. So learning experiences. Several of them. Wow. First off, don't buy cheap garbage when it comes to like your polythene. If you're going to make a survival shelter, you know, the super shelter type survival shelter, don't go cheap. I just grabbed I did grab a cheap drop cloth. I thought, it'll be fine. Flimsy, ridiculous. I think it would have survived if it wasn't for the fact of the freezing rain. If it had just been cold, I think it would have been okay. But with the freezing rain and the wind, and it was starting to stretch, and I don't honestly think it would have lasted much longer anyway, even if I hadn't have decided to bug out and get the hell out of there. So that was that. Firewood. I thought I'd collected enough. It's one of those things that if you think you've got enough, go and pick 5 times more. I honestly did it several times, like, right, I've had enough. I'm like, no, I've still got to continue. And I'd still bring over, 4 or 5, 4-foot logs. So I did think I had enough. But it probably would have been, again, okay if it wasn't for the fact that the freezing wind, and the wind was so strong that at first it blew up and then just took all the heat off it. Anyway, I'm hoping to try and do it again next week. I've still got a week off work. I'm hoping to get maybe a night out again. Gordon's not going to come out. I'll have to do this on my own. He was the safety guy down front, and even his shelter, he had his DD tarp out, and 3 feet of it, he kept having to move over and couldn't understand what was going on. He thought because he did a grass bed, same as me, and he kept moving over and thinking maybe the grass is shifting him or he's sliding off or something like that. But literally he had 3 feet of ice that had completely flattened his tarp, and ice pellets sort of 3 inches deep. Couldn't move them. You had to get them out and actually pull the tarp up. So be safe out there, guys. Try this again. If you haven't done it, try it. This is the whole point of getting out there. It's a learning experience. Don't just sit in front of the computers and watch idiots like us. Get out there and learn your skills. Test your skills. Test your level where you are. You might go out for an hour thinking, screw this. Go back out again. Might be a whole night. Awesome. Continue on with the training. But keep moving on. Alright, thanks guys. Sorry it was a failure, but lots of learning experiences. Take care. This is Eddie from the Wilderness Twins. Bye for now.